This week on Did Y'all See, we're talking about K.Michelle still coming for Idris Elba, Nancy Grahn taking issue with Viola Davis Emy speech, and Nicki Minaj promoting her boyfriend Meek Mill. All this and more on Did Y'all See. So, did y'all see, the Emmys were really nice. It was a great time for Black women. We were winning, collecting everything. And Viola gave a speech and she referenced Harriet Tubman, and I thought it was appropriate, and a lot of people seemed to think it was. But Nancy Grahn, gotta dig her up. She's a soap opera star, General Hospital, and she was upset about it. She was on Twitter, not at the Emmys, but on Twitter, talking about the speech and how she felt like Viola took it too far, referencing Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad. She's like, it wasn't like she was digging through a tunnel. And she was like, she even went so far as to say she's never been discriminated against in her career. And she was like, I wish I could get the type of roles that she gets. I mean, Nancy was, the tweets that are being most quoted are not even the half of what she said. Nancy was going in for a while. She later apologized because she was dragged. And, you know, she felt away. So what do you guys think about all of this?
My first thought was like early 2000 music videos, like, you hanging outside the club and you can't even get in?
Yes.
You home tweeting, like, what you talking about? And who asked you, and why are you mad? Mm-hmm. Have you been with Viola all this time to know what she's been through and how many times she's been told no and the crazy sideways things that people have said to her? You don't know the Black struggle, so why are you even speaking on it? No, it wasn't an interview. It wasn't like some journalist got her caught up. Nobody asked you. Mm-hmm. I need her to close her mouth. I mean, the damage has already been done.
Right.
And then you said she was talking about she was marching for Black people.
Girl, she was like, you know, I feel like the same people who I would have marched for, I've been fighting for human rights for all these years, and the same people I would have marched for are now attacking me.
Because you're wrong. Like, there's a reason. Because didn't she also try to say something about, like, all women or something, you know?
Yeah,
all women.
She was like, if you're going to take it, like, make it about all women.
Yeah, but no, we don't have to do that because that's not the issue here. Like, if it's okay for, who was it? Patricia Arquette, yeah, to get up at the last award show and say about women's rights and equal pay and all these types of things. No man got up after that talking about, you can't say that because it's just about, you know, them. This is a Black woman's issue. Like, Hollywood is different. Yes, white women still have issues, but she's Black. And this is about her and her moment. The fact that it's 2015 and she's the first Black woman to win this award tells you there's some discriminatory issues. You can't, to be that bold to say she's never been discriminated against is ridiculous. In the industry or outside of it. Like, every Black person essentially has had that experience, like, multiple times, most likely. So you can't say that. It was ridiculous to take away. And my first thought, I was like, this is why Black people don't be down, Black women don't get down with the feminist movement, by and large. That's why there was a Black feminist movement, because you try to take away. Because you still have that white privilege for you to be able to say these things.
I think white women don't understand, like, for you, being a woman is your central struggle. But for us?
Exactly. You're a double minority. Yes. So don't say that.
I'm just so confused about why Viola had to make it about every woman when white women never make it about every woman. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to, like, how they want the gender gap to close. It's like you want it to close because you're from a socio-economic status that would allow you to still have your nanny, still go to Italy, and still have your job at the end of the day. You know, that's real talk. Like, and we all can't go to Capri, you know? We can't. And then I was just very confused with Nancy because if you wish that you can get certain roles, why did you stay with General Hospital over 20 years?
You could never. You could
exactly, because you do trifling roles.
You took your path.
Exactly.
And I took mine, and it led me here. So why are you mad?
Stayed with General Hospital. You're still on General Hospital.
Right, exactly.
And let's not act like Viola got this role because she's Black. Like, you're also acting like, oh, now they're only creating roles for Black women or some, like, you know, foolishness like this. Like, we have 5 Black women on TV. It's almost like it's 1 million because we've never even seen that many. Yeah, but it's like, let's be serious. How many white women aren't starving for roles. Only reason they are is because maybe they all look the same. They're all blonde hair, blue eyes, you know. And women who are outside of that have said they've had a hard time. So that is your struggle. And I don't think a black woman would try to take away from that.
Right.
Like, we're not, oh, you don't know what it's like. No, that's your struggle, and here's mine.
Exactly.
They're different. You don't have to discredit either one.
Thank you. Just
White
respect
privilege.
it.
So,
And
yeah.
that's all that was.
And that's, I mean, it's from everything. Like, it's just like a delineation of like Black Lives Matter. Now all lives have to matter. It's like everything doesn't have to be about everybody. When it's LGBTQ issues, it's because that's a homosexual community.
Right.
There's specific issues to them. Why, you know, no one wants to look at race as that. It always has to be all inclusive. You can't just have your certain struggle as part of one race.
So did y'all see Nicholas Frazier has a video that's blowing up on social media. It's been blowing up for months now. The oh my God, the why you always lying video. And, you know, there were several remixes in almost every language. And then, you know, they even asked RL to do a remix. And he obliged. But then later he was like, you know what? This is actually making fun of my life's work. And it's just, you know, I'm not hating on anyone who's trying to come up, but you really don't have to have a lot of skill to be on the internet. But, you know, it's a little bit of an overkill at this point. And then after that, just last night, he was on TV with Nicholas singing the song. So I don't know what's going on with RL, but do you think he has a right to be upset?
No. Next.
Next, get it?
No. I can't even take this seriously. Like, I can't. The fact that I'd be more embarrassed that this was my life's work, that Too Close was my life's work. Like, you sound like a clown. I would think, oh, people who didn't even know who I was now know who I am. Or you brought the song back. Like, I don't think about Too Close, like, ever. Because I don't have fond memories of a man gyrating on my ass and me feeling his penis. So I'm like, this is not what I want, but it helps you out because people are thinking about you and even talking to you right now. So, and then for you to say all that, now you okay with going on stage, why? Because you probably got some money for that? Like, come on. I think that's ridiculous. Like, it's a parody.
Right.
And then when we found out it wasn't even the beat or whatever wasn't his original song, what you mad at?
Yeah, he's mad. He's super mad. Like, put the cake on him. Done. Too Close is my jam. I'll just preface it with that. Sorry, Pastor. But that's my song. And Too Close still gets love. Friday night radio,
Always.
Too Close is in heavy rotation. They playing Too Close in the clubs, I think.
No, they are.
They are. And it's like that song is still, it has, you know, it's still going on. But this kid, leave my friend alone. He was clowning. He's funny as hell. Why are you acting like you wrote like War and Peace or like The Alchemist? Like, it's not that serious. Your life's work. I just honestly, would we really be talking about RL if it wasn't for this?
We would not.
Absolutely.
Like, no disrespect, but like it's 2015, and what was the last?
This
Time-
is as close as your work being timeless as you're gonna get. Like,
I feel like he didn't know what to say about it. Like, he felt like he had to ride this wave in some capacity, and he didn't know what to say about it. So he just said, "Let me just go left." And now you just look like a fool.
yeah.
I just wish he would have said, you know, I'm really tired of people sending me the videos. I've seen them all.
Right.
Lauren?
What is there to, like, there's nothing to say. Like, for Nicholas was in a button-down shirt with a toilet in the backyard, clowning with his brothers or cousins or whoever.
Right.
He doesn't sing professionally. You're not, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't put this out on iTunes.
Right.
Like, you got to get this tape.
Right.
None of that
Taking money out of
happened.
your
Money.
hand, like,
So you know what it is? I just think that RL is embarrassed because you're at a certain age and you're not where you envisioned yourself to be. And now that this 21-year-old is getting so much shine because his song, Why You Lying, is playing in the clubs, I think he's mad because it more resonates to this generation and like what we go through when it comes to dating or, you know, or just people just lying to us, you know, or whatever. So I think that's what it is. I think it's an ageism thing, and you know,
But
he's
that's
just
silly. Like in the '90s, this was it.
This
like
was
we
it.
said, I mean, people do still play it, but it's just
in New
you
York.
gotta
just
let
the
that go.
times.
Let that hurt go.
So, did y'all see Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill were in the most recent episode, the most recent issue.
Episode, because it's a saga.
Ready?
Issue of GQ. And I mean, they just talked about their relationship, and most interestingly, she said that the reason why she kept Safari under wraps and is so out here with Meek Mill is that she made a promise to herself that after she was so far into the game, into the industry, that she was going to be out with her relationships. And I went to sleep. But I want to know what you guys think about it.
I think that it's possible to learn from one situation and do better in your next situation. Yeah, because, I mean, if that's really what contributed to them not being together, then I could see her wanting to do better in the next situation. However, I feel like Nicki wasn't out with Safari because Nicki didn't respect Safari. And she felt like, I'm not giving you no points off of me, my celebrity, my name, my brand. Meek sort of has his own already. No disrespect. Meek has his own already. Meek, we know who he is. So I feel like she just feels like he matches my fly. So it's okay for me to step out with him. It's not a sugar mama situation, I guess. I don't know. She just makes me tired.
Yeah.
Segueing off of what Jasmine said, I agree with that because I feel like ever since she worked with Beyonce, she kind of wants to emulate this hip-hop elite couple situation. Because after working with Beyonce, she was like, oh, you know, I see, like, she works so hard and all these hours, but, you know, she still has, like, a husband and a child to go home to. However, I love Meek Mill, but he's not Jay-Z. And in the interview, No, like, seriously, Brandy, in the interview, she was kind of coaching Meek what to say about her. And I thought, I always get weirded out when people do that, even in real life. Even, like, when you read, like, certain, like, bridal profiles, like, literally the bride is just writing all the answers. And it's like, but where he at? Where's the fiance at, you know, or the husband? It's just, it's a little weird. It's odd, you know? So I think... I don't even know what to think anymore, but it's just really weird that, and then he's younger than you, so that makes it even more like WTF, like, why do I have to coach you, you know?
Because he's not Jason.
After
Because he's
that Drake beef,
not,
I'd be coaching
I'll
too.
be
Like,
home.
what you don't need to say. Because last time it didn't go well for you. But I think she probably did start out, oh, okay, I need to be this, you know, single, sexy kind of woman. But everyone knew who Safari was. So I'm just saying at the end of the day, if I know I want to be married and have children, and this man next to me is like, if you don't start claiming me, I'm out, I'm going to start claiming you. Because everybody knows what it is anyway. So, and then you probably could have done better from the beginning if you would have given him credit, like he said he was due. But what he's done, instead of making him seem like he's your assistant.
Yeah,
like,
carrying her bag.
Yeah, that's the problem
And
right
it wasn't
there.
until the end that we found out that he was doing so much more.
Exactly, right. So that was the bigger issue. And like, yeah, we knew it still doesn't stop men from like still wanting to sleep with you and whatever. Like that's totally irrelevant. And like that doesn't even impact, I don't think, her image at all with that. So I think that's the issue. And even say like after my third album, that didn't make any sense.
makes
like
no
right,
sense.
that's not what it is. But I completely agree that she thinks that they are this new, you know, hip hop duo and whatever. But it's not the same.
So y'all, let's address the elephant in the room though. Is their relationship real?
Oh, that's right. Which would be why
While we
it's
doing
not the
all
same.
this, it's like
Maybe it could grow into something. Because people kind of thought that about Jay-Z and Beyonce, like it was just an opportunistic union. You know, eventually somebody fell in love with somebody or whatever. I don't know. But maybe it was right from the beginning. But this, I don't.
I'm not necessarily in doubt like that. Like, it's possible that they running around. I don't know if it's the wisest decision, but I wouldn't say it's just completely fake. I think they're doing the absolute most, and I don't think it's what they're trying to make it out to be, but I think it's something there. But I feel like he's a rebound.
Absolutely.
oh yeah, no, there's
And
no
this
question
relationship
about that.
benefits him more than anybody. Like, you'll always talk about her. you know, he's the one kind of getting in other places where you wouldn't, like GQ wouldn't probably talk to him on his own, I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
You know, with that. But I'm also like, if you're trying to be a Beyonce, Jay-Z, you need to think about how old Jay-Z is. Like, Jay-Z, at 28, Jay-Z was still talking about Big Pimpin' and all that.
Right,
Like,
for sure.
so I doubt, I would just kind of assume Meek Mill's not about to be trying to settle down tomorrow and marry. I mean, even that whole giving her a ring, and then it's like, no, that ain't what it means. It's something, you don't
might
just.
give you a baby.
And
I mean,
that's
he's
what
done
you
that
don't
before.
want to do. Right. That's
She
what you
said
don't want to do.
she's not going to have a baby without being married.
I hope not. I hope not.
I
But
think that Meek does have potential, though. I think not as a husband. I mean as like an artist. Like when we're saying he's not Jay-Z.
Love him.
I mean Jay-Z was a typical ex-drug dealer, hood dude rapper. So I think that he can.
We talking about business,
right.
I mean,
like mogul steez.
Because, you know,
I don't. You never know.
label and things
I
like
think that he could eventually become something bigger than he is. I'm not gonna just like totally discredit what he's doing.
You know what? I love him. I disagree though, because just for the not that he's not talented, because I think Meek Mill is exceptionally talented, but it's the same like a Sierra situation.
That was like on the tip of my tongue.
Like where your whole focus, we only talk about Meek in reference to Nicki, and most recently with the Drake beef. But like,
Really, I feel like Meek
Now.
has always
now,
been. No,
though.
even before that.
I'm saying now at this
terms of
point, it's
mainstream?
just about.
I mean, he's
his
mainstream.
other stuff.
But his mainstream is about Nicki. So, did y'all see your girl K.Michelle? She is really out here wildin'. First, she said F Idris and his baby mama and all this type of stuff. And then some alleged like leaked emails came out, and she was saying all types of crazy things. Like she misses Idris in her hot pocket. His face, excuse me. And I mean, there was a whole lot of other stuff. Basically, she was just saying how she wants that old thing back, and you know, he didn't have to block her on Instagram.
Oh my God.
So what y'all think about Miss Thang?
I just feel like if you were gonna. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying she leaked it.
Yes, come on.
Okay, I'm just trying to be.
Right.
I'm just trying not to get sued out in these streets. But I'm like, if you were gonna leak anything, why wouldn't you leak something from him with receipts to prove that y'all were actually had something going on, since everybody thinks that it was a lie? Like, if I was gonna put anything out there, I would be like, all right, y'all, I'm not crazy. Like, this is this email from him, this is this text message, this screenshot, this photo, this, you know, pic. It's something. But it's just an email to his management?
To his management account. Something that you and I could get today.
And that's
It's sad.
Yeah, I'm sad. I'm kind of sad.
You know, whether, you know, our other coworker, Victoria, she said, you know, whether it's, you know, whether it happened or it didn't happen, the fact that it's been over 2 years and you're still kind of going on and on and on about this, it's sad, it's pitiful, and, you know, like, let's call a thing. It's pitiful, and it just makes you look a little sick. You know, like sometimes, okay, like, you know, like sometimes, you know, like when, but you know, like you could be dating someone or doing whatever with them, whatever, and
No judgment.
you know, no judgments, and you know, you're just like, you're just all about it, you know, and then sometimes someone, a good friend, or even God, when you're in the prayer closet, just needs to tell you, you just need to get off that dick. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be so, like, there's dickmatization, and then there's, like, I don't know what to call this at this point. And it's very disturbing. And when it consumes you like this, like, something...
God's gonna tell you to get
He already told you don't get on it to begin with.
right?
You know? Like, so that's why it's...
Girl, that needs
Like-
to be on a t-shirt.
Like, mentally, it's... Something's off. Right. You know? And you just gotta keep her in prayer.
Thank you.
MadameNoire prayer circle?
Right. I just
Touch and
agree. I mean, she's been off it for 2 years though, so I'm also like, what? I think she just wants to be acknowledged by him. I think, you know, your point. If I keep saying enough, he'll finally be like, all right, damn, Gina, are you happy now? Like, say something. But it's like, it's not.
It's not going
I'm
to
like, if he barely acknowledged the freaking James Bond author who called him too street.
And everybody in America was speaking about it.
Right. He's not about to be out here like, you know what, K.Michelle, I shouldn't have some whatever he did or didn't do. So it just, I don't get it. Like, in my craziest moments, I keep that shit in my house. Like, I act a fool in my house, but I don't.
But crazy has never been your brand.
But even, I just don't, I don't know how I couldn't get to the point where I'm like, I got to think past this moment and my overall image, and I can't be out here like this. Because this is just embarrassing.
Right. Your image is crazy.
But, and the sad thing is, it'll be other people, girl, I know what you're going through, it's okay. And it is, and you do know, but it's also like, when is somebody going to step and be like, this ain't what you want, this ain't how you want to go about it, do better. Like, tuck that in.
Girl,
That's what I said.
no
Act a fool in
shame.
my house.
Right.
No
My
shame.
pride
Act
would,
like nothing happened.
I'm not capable of doing that. I'll probably be all over the place. However, wear my heart on my sleeve. But if I see that I'm doing all the talking and you won't even acknowledge me,
Girl.
shut down.
Yes.
I will go in the, like you said, keep it in the house.
Yes.
Scream, cry, throw stuff, break
give you the
stuff.
satisfaction of
Knowing
knowing
that
that
you're
I'm
on
this
my
damn
mind.
thirsty. Right.
But no, I got your Google alerts going off every day because I'm talking about you every day.
Girl, listen.
When I come out and speak, I'm speaking about you.
And I don't know if maybe there's like also the desire to kind of mess up whatever he has going on. Like, I don't know if he's with the baby mama, but it's also like, damn, if I just had a baby by him and this keeps happening, that's going to make it very hard for me to deal with you, like, as a father of my child. Just like,
she's trying to wreck
fix this, handle this situation.
Because you mess with someone who is exceptionally messy.
Yeah.
You got this person out here talking about my child.
Exactly. Yeah. So things like that, like, maybe that's part of it where you don't even care.
You're trying to wreck that home.
about
That's
your
what it
bride.
is.
Yeah, you're just like, well, if I can't have them.
Which is so wicked, you know what I mean? Because she's always on Love and Hip Hop, always talking about, oh, I want to be a better person. And it's like, you don't want to be a better person at all.
Moments, I think, but the execution.
I think she means well. I just think,
you
but
dare.
I think she means well. I think that
so sweet.
I'm just saying. I think that from when she wakes up in the morning, she has good intentions.
Yes.
But sometime, by the time she gets to the breakfast table,
Stuff
goes left.
Because that's how I feel when I get up. I have good intentions.
But you ain't sending no emails.
And I'm like, even if Idris cheated on this woman with her, or let her give him oral, whatever the situation was, and he realized I made a mistake, he handled it in house, they decided they're gonna stay together, whatever. Why you still?
Right, you've got to take that L.
Girl.
All this energy could maybe go get who you supposed to be with.
Listen, I told y'all, and I still maintain today, that nothing happened between them. And people came for me, but this week I am confident that nothing happened between them. Because if I'm out here looking crazy, I'm gonna slide you something to make me look a little bit more sane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show
anything, even if it was like hello.
Right.
anything.
Anything.
I will show you
call
something
history,
to say,
something.
listen, hey, it really did happen, y'all. I know I'm crazy, but it really did happen. My thing is with K.Michelle, she always attaches herself to celebrities to lie on them. She attaches herself to Elle Varner to say, I wrote that song for you and you stole it. She attaches herself to Little Kim to say Little Kim made her their baby's godmother. Outlandish things. So why not sleep with every black woman's crush?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this episode of Did Y'all See? For more videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/MadameNoire.